Part 2 of Not So Best Friends on AO3. 4 months after the final. Chapter 4. The Buzzing Fly and the Purring Cat. Monday, September 1989.
Hey, Will, that Mike called again earlier. Again. You can really count yourself lucky that I'm not one of those college roommates who has to be on the phone all the time. You do realize we share a phone, right? But you'd better call him back, otherwise he'll call 10,000 times in a row again, like last time. Playfully, I rolled my eyes. It wasn't 10,000 times, but thanks for letting me know, Patrick. Patrick was a cool guy, but he tended to smoke way too much weed and make our room smell. Sometimes he reminded me a little of Murray, because he also liked having conspiracy theories ready. Only his were often less unrealistic than Murray's. They rarely involved Russian spies, monsters, or an upside down. Patrick lay down on his bed, folded his arms behind his head, and stared thoughtfully at the ceiling. The way he was lying there reminded me of Mike, because he often lay in bed with his arms folded behind his head when he was thinking about something too. But I didn't even want to know what Patrick was thinking about now. I had already made the mistake of asking him often enough. When I sat down at the desk and dialed the Wheelers' phone number, my heart pounded wildly against my chest, and as I entered the number, I remembered my mantra. He's just my Tammy. He's just my Tammy. He's just my Tammy. The phone rang on the other end of the line, and my heart began pounding faster and faster. He's just my Tammy. He's just my Tammy. He's just my Tammy. Hello, Will, is that you? It was Mike's voice answering the phone, and he sounded panicked yet hopeful. I swallowed. I hadn't thought my heart could possibly beat any faster. Only my Tammy. Hi, Mike. Yeah, it's me. Mike's voice stirred up so many feelings inside me. First, there was nervousness, fear, happiness, and excitement. But the worst of all the feelings was the pain his voice caused me. Why didn't you answer earlier? He asked. I knew Mike. He wanted to sound curious, but I could definitely hear the accusation in his voice. I know your schedule by heart. You should actually be done with classes by now, right? Yeah, sorry, I was just getting something to eat. We already talked on the phone today, so why are you calling me again? I replied, trying to sound as calm as possible. But I was anything but calm. My plan had been to leave everything behind once I started college in New York, and above all, to finally let go of Mike. But ever since we had defeated Vecna, had come out, and had spent the last 2 years distancing myself from him, Mike had been acting strangely around me, more nervous and above all, a little clingier, as if he could somehow sense my plan. At first, I thought it was because of losing 11 and that it was some kind of grieving process. But it turned out that it wasn't exactly helping me let go of my feelings for him. Just recently, 2 months ago, Lucas, Dustin, Max, and Mike and I had been invited to a party after our high school graduation. We had even considered going until Mike eventually suggested that we play D&D together one more time to celebrate our graduation. Now that I was actually no longer living in Hawkins, I was genuinely grateful for that suggestion, but it was still strange. D&D had been our favorite game when we were 12. At first, I had hoped that maybe he returned my feelings and that this was some kind of attempt to tell me. A quiet, hopeful voice kept whispering to me, maybe he likes you too. Maybe he isn't your Tammy after all, and maybe he's just afraid to tell you, afraid to officially come out as gay too. But I was tired of getting my hopes up. Robin and Vecna had made it clear to me that Mike didn't like me that way, and I finally had to accept it. And so, I continued to keep my distance from him for the last 2 years. I wanted him to realize that I had moved on from him, and that he was just my Tammy. And yet I still felt this incredible heartbreak whenever I heard his voice. For the last 2 years, I had secretly kept hoping that something might happen between us if we went to the Heron School of Art and Design together, just like he had suggested back then, when I was at a party and Mike was, like always, saving me to escape it. But yeah, everything turned out differently. Well, and so, I eventually ended up alone at the School of Visual Arts in New York, knowing that Mike clearly would never have feelings for me, and that I had simply imagined everything during the 18 months we had lived together in his parents' house. That there had to be other reasons for his clingy and nervous behavior around me. It definitely wasn't interest. Why? Is it really so bad if I call you? You don't want to talk to me on the phone? Of course I do. I'm sorry. What's up? We don't have to talk. I can tell that you've been distancing yourself from me lately. I just hoped we wouldn't completely lose our friendship now that you live in New York. Mike, I'm sorry, okay? I'm just tired. Why though? What? Because I had a lot of classes. No. Why have you been distancing yourself from me for the past few years? I swallowed. I couldn't tell Mike the whole truth, so I decided to tell him half of it. Well, because bullshit. The fact that you're into guys isn't the reason, and you know that too. We talked about it on that tower, and I already told you back then that I felt like an idiot because I hadn't been there for you. Did I ever make you feel like you weren't important to me anymore? No, Mike, I know you'll always be there for me. Then what is it? I sighed. Mike, can we talk about something else, please? Fine. He was clearly annoyed, but for once, I didn't care. I simply didn't want to tell him the truth, and not telling Mike the truth was harder for me than anything else. Is Patrick in the room? Yep. Do you think he's cute? Mike! What? Patrick was a handsome guy, definitely not my type, but good looking. He was about as tall as Lucas, lanky, and had short-cropped blonde hair. Just because I'm into, you know what? I glanced over at Patrick, who had already dozed off, as he so often did, before continuing. Just because I'm into, guys, doesn't automatically mean I think every, guy is hot. First of all, I said cute, not hot. And second, you really couldn't be any less subtle. You know what? You act like you're some kind of spy or something. No wonder Patrick turns into a conspiracy theorist whenever he's around you. I couldn't help it and burst out laughing, but I quickly lowered my voice again, though, because I didn't want to wake Patrick. I miss you, Will, Mike suddenly said sadly, and those words came so unexpectedly that they landed on my heart like a bomb. I miss you, Will. How many times had I wished to hear those words from him when I lived in California years ago and missed him every single day? How wonderful it was to finally hear them. He's just my Tammy. He's just my Tammy. He's just my Tammy. Yeah, I miss all of you too. Silence. I knew it wasn't nice of me to say, all of you, instead of you, but I couldn't allow myself to give in to my romantic feelings. Not after knowing for certain that Mike didn't return them. Not after he had practically sent me to New York. And me? Do you miss me? I count you as part of all of you, Mike. Whoa, careful, or this conversation is going to get way too emotional, Mike teased. Yeah, I miss you. Happy now? I laughed as I said it, but my heart was pounding wildly against my chest. Of course I missed Mike. every single day. I thought about him before falling asleep, thought about him when I woke up, thought about him during lectures, and thought about him whenever I saw a guy with dark hair and long legs. But if I truly wanted to let him go, admitting that certainly wasn't going to help. Now I don't believe you. Oh, come on, Mike. Sometimes you're such a stubborn little kid. I've only been gone for a week. I wanted so badly to be annoyed with him, but that very side of him was exactly what I liked so much. Loved, to be more precise. He's just my Tammy. He's just my Tammy. He's just my Tammy. I am a stubborn little kid. Well, okay, maybe not so little anymore, but I hope we'll somehow always stay kids at heart. And I'll definitely always be stubborn. It's my best quality. I laughed. No, seriously, Will. Most of our childhood was stolen from us anyway. The only happy time I had as a kid was the time I spent with you. Silence. For a moment, it felt like my heart stopped beating and heat rushed to my face. Why did he have to say things like that? How could anyone not fall in love with Mike Wheeler? Oh, shut up, I replied jokingly, even though I meant it. No, seriously, Will, don't you think so? Yeah, but the time with 11 and Max was pretty great too, wasn't it? Damn. I'd mentioned Elle, and Mike was still pretty sensitive whenever her name came up. Or remember when the four of us went to the movies? Lucas, Max, you, and me? Those were good times too. I quickly added it, hoping he hadn't noticed my sudden change of direction. But, as expected, he had. Why do you always have to bring up Elle? I'm trying to talk about the good old days with you. And you... forget it. I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. I miss her too. That's not what I meant. I know she's still alive. I mean, every time I try to talk about us, you bring other people into it, as if we never existed. I get it already. I'm just your Silence. I wanted the ground to swallow me whole. Mike cut himself off before continuing in a calm voice. I just feel like you don't even want there to have ever been an us. Mike and Will, just the two of us. The way we did everything together. Watching movies, reading comics, playing D&D, spending Christmas together. You're coming home for Thanksgiving and Christmas, right? You're the one who never told me you'd also been accepted to the Heron School of Art and Design. You're the one who saw me in New York during our last D&D campaign after graduation and confirmed that you didn't want us to go to college together anymore. You're the one who never brought up the fact that you were my Tammy, because you were embarrassed, right? The reason I won't allow myself to think about exactly the memories you just listed is because they hurt too much, and because I'd be angry with you. So angry that I'd want to cut off all contact with you just to make the pain finally stop. But I can't do that, especially not when I know you're still grieving 11. Yeah, of course I'm coming for Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's great because now that you live in New York, I think it's important for our friendship that we start talking more again. That we, I don't know, find each other again. I promised you we'd stay best friends. Back then on that tower in the Upside Down, and when you lived in California, we almost lost each other, remember? But I'm not giving up on us, Will. Never. I couldn't take it anymore, and my eyes began to burn. When would I finally let him go? When would it finally stop hurting so much? Mike, I have to go. Oh, okay. He sounded disappointed. We'll talk again tomorrow, right? Of course, I replied shortly. I still heard an, okay, then I'll talk to you tomorrow. But I had already hung up the receiver. It hurt, far too much. Quickly, I dialed Robin's phone number while letting my tears run freely, and fortunately, Robin picked up right away. Robin speaking. If this is Toby, I've already told you 1,000 times that I don't. It's me. Oh, Will, it's so nice to hear from you. When I gave you my work schedule for the squawk, I didn't expect you'd call me during your very first week. So, how do you like New York? Is it really as dirty as everyone says? I once had a cousin who lived in... No, wait, that wasn't New York. Anyway, how's college? Have you made any new friends yet? Or have you... Robin, I laughed. Sorry, what's up? How long did it take you to get over Tammy? I mean, really get over her? Oh, Will, still Mike, huh? I let my tears speak for themselves, and Robin's voice softened a little as she continued. I just don't understand what you see in him, really. Even if I weren't into women, I'd still wonder why you're attracted to him of all people. Being attracted to him wouldn't even be the problem. Crazy about him would be more accurate. It's just everything. He's funny, good-looking. Good-looking. Yes. Gosh, he's so hot, helpful, sometimes completely clueless, which honestly makes him really cute, talented, and he always says things like, "What kind of things?" Things like, I quickly glanced over at Patrick before continuing. "I miss you, Will, and I'll never give up on us, Will." Things like that. I mean, who wouldn't fall in love with Mike Wee? I stole another quick glance at Patrick and lowered my voice just to be safe. Mike Wheeler? Me, I laughed. It's true. Honestly, he's kind of weird. Robin sighed. You can't just copy my story and expect yours to turn out the same. Everyone has to write their own story. What's that supposed to mean? When am I finally going to forget him? I mean, forget my feelings for him. Will, love isn't like a math problem. These things just take time. And did it hurt that much for you too? Well, Tammy and I weren't childhood friends like you and Mike, and Tammy would have never said sweet things like that to me. Honestly, I never would have expected Mike Wheeler to say things like that either. He really must care about you. I mean, Tammy and I were friends for a while, but I had to, she let out another sigh, end the friendship so I could get over her, and in the end, that really helped. But I'm not saying that's your solution. That was my story. Like I said, my story isn't automatically yours. I've spent almost 2 years trying to get over him by distancing myself from him, and I hoped the physical distance would help too. But suddenly he's so determined to call me what feels like 10 times a day. If that had happened back when I still lived in California, I would have been over the moon, because back then I still had hope, even though he was with Elle at the time. Why am I so stupid, Robin? Love just makes people stupid and crazy, I know. Exactly. Also from Nancy? No, Mike. Sure. Yeah, and the best part is, one time he told me that we'd grow crazy together. I still think about that all the time, and we were only 12 when he wanted me to promise him that. He wanted you to promise him that? Exactly. I'm serious, Robin. I'm going to go crazy, but alone. Wait a second. You're at the School of Visual Arts, right? Yeah. Why? Stay on the line for a second. I heard some rustling on the other end of the phone and waited for about 5 minutes until Robin's voice returned. I knew it. What is it? At 45 East 22nd Street, there's a bar. So, not just any bar, a gay bar. My face instantly turned bright red. You're suggesting that I... Yep, but I've never been to one before. And alone? You need to step out of your comfort zone, Will. Do you finally want to get over Mike? Then go there tonight. Tonight? Yep, tonight. Everyone knows the best time to go to a bar is in the evening. You wanted my advice? Here it is. Have fun, meet new people. You don't have to find the love of your life right away, but maybe it'll finally help you let go of Mike. My heart started pounding wildly the moment she mentioned his name. Instantly, I found myself thinking about his thick black hair, his long, slender legs, and his handsome face. I don't know, Robin. You know what I think? She suddenly asked. What? I think deep down you don't actually want to let him go. That's not true. Then prove it. Call me tomorrow and tell me you actually went to that bar tonight. I let out a heavy sigh. Fine. Robin gave me the exact address, which she'd found using her new city map of every state in America. After all, I promised Nancy I wouldn't get lost if I ever came to visit her, she said, while I wrote the address down on a piece of paper. Thanks, Robin. Anytime, and Will? Yeah? Take care of yourself, okay? I promise. By the time I reached the street where the bar was supposed to be, it had already gotten dark outside. But New York was never truly dark. Unlike Hawkins, the streets were brightly lit and full of life. People wandered through the crowded streets, laughing loudly, shouting across the sidewalks, and enjoying the night just as much as the day. I turned the corner, walked down the right street, and suddenly saw two men kissing on the sidewalk. My heart immediately began pounding against my chest. I'd never seen anything like that before. Right there in the middle of the street, out in public, two guys were making out. I stopped in my tracks, stunned, silently watching as one of the men grabbed the other's butt, squeezed it firmly, and they practically devoured each other with their kisses. A wave of longing rose inside me, unlike anything I'd ever felt before. Across the street, another gay couple was embracing each other passionately. Another pair stood in a corner, whispering something unmistakably flirtatious into each other's ears, smiling as they flirted shamelessly. Heat rushed to my face, and although I was happy to see something like this, it also scared me somehow. I couldn't even explain why, so I simply kept walking straight ahead, and then it happened. From farther down the street, I heard a stranger yelling at one of the couples. "You disgusting fags! You're going to infect everyone with your AIDS!" The man was wearing a black jacket, a gray cap, and had to be at least 6 feet tall. If only Mike were here right now. Furiously, he stormed toward one of the couples, but another couple managed to stop him just in time. If only Mike were here, I'd be less afraid. Immediately, I felt ashamed of that thought. After all, I'd fought real monsters. I'd even had superpowers for a while, and I'd come out to what felt like all of Hawkins, one of the most conservative small towns in Indiana. So how could one drunk, homophobic man scare me now? And why did I still want Mike to protect me? Quickly, I gathered all my courage and stepped into the bar Robin had found for me. It was crowded, packed, actually, but I genuinely liked the atmosphere. The lights were bright, people were laughing, and the music was good. Nervously, I sat down at the bar and ordered a Coke. "You're brave, showing up here all by yourself," I suddenly heard a guy say beside me, and my heart seemed to stop for a few seconds. For a brief moment, I thought it was Mike sitting down next to me. The guy had thick, black, wavy hair, and the way he dressed reminded me a lot of Mike's old style. God, I wished Mike were here right now. The guy wore a wide smile, and damn, he was really handsome. Not as handsome as Mike, but handsome. "Carlton," he introduced himself, holding out his hand. I took it. Will Byers. A new face, and a cute one at that. I like it. He nodded toward the back of the bar. My friends are over there. Want to meet them? The very next day, I told Robin everything. And then he walked me all the way back to my college, so I wouldn't have to go back alone. He said the streets aren't always safe for people like us, and so, like always, I was right, wasn't I? Robin interrupted. It did you good, didn't it? Yeah, it was great. We're meeting again on Wednesday at the same bar. He's picking me up so I don't have to walk through those streets alone again. Anyway, I absent-mindedly played with the telephone cord. He's a year older than me, so he already has his own little apartment. He doesn't have to live on campus anymore. He studies art too, just like me. Did I already tell you that? Will, slow down, Robin chuckled. I'm really happy for you, but take it slow. Did I mention how good-looking he is? Yeah? So, what does he look like? Tall, black, wavy hair, cool style. Maybe not exactly perfect facial features, but... Will. What? You're describing Mike. I'm not. Yes, you are. And if you really want to get over him, you shouldn't just replace him. You should like Carlton because he's Carlton, not because he's a good copy of Mike Wheeler. Heat rushed to my face. I do like Carlton. You've known him for one evening. Long enough. Oh, Will, Robin sighed. Have you told Mike yet? My heart slammed against my ribs. No. Then you probably should. You always hated that he knew he was your Tammy, and that he never brought it up. Yeah, but if you tell him you've met someone, maybe talking to him will finally feel easier again. I sighed. Okay, I murmured. You don't want to tell him because it feels like you'll be giving up the very last bit of hope you still have, doesn't it? Tears burned in my eyes, making everything slightly blurry. Yeah, do it, Will. Maybe you'll feel better afterward. But when I told Mike the news over the phone a few minutes later, I barely recognized him. His voice was ice cold. Carlton? Yeah. Disgusting. What kind of weird name is that? Mike? And he's from Alabama? Yeah. He understands what it's like to grow up in a small state. Poof. Did he have to fight monsters trying to destroy Alabama? No. Mike. And you said, you talked about wine? You don't even like wine, let alone alcohol. It actually wasn't that uninteresting. Did you know that Domaine de la Romanée Conti from Burgundy is considered one of the most expensive and exclusive wines in the world? I forced myself to sound upbeat, even though I was actually in a pretty bad mood. I hated it whenever Mike was mean to me, or just mean in general. I'd always loved him for his incredibly big heart. Good for the wine. Is it red or white? See? You only remembered the name so you could impress him next time. But you're still into comic books and science fiction movies. Just accept that you're a nerd and always will be. I can be interested in both. But you're not. You shouldn't have to change yourself for someone. Tears were now streaming down my face. He studies art too, just like I do, so we can talk about art. I knew Mike couldn't argue with that. He'd supported my art my entire life. Oh, really? Great. What a shame. Plus and plus always equals minus. What? What are you talking about? Well, you're an artist. He's an artist. Everybody knows opposites attract. You're talking complete nonsense, Mike. That's basic math, Will. You can't argue with mathematical formulas. You can be so unbearable sometimes, Mike. I heard myself shout in anger. I was sure he'd yell something back, but he didn't. The silence instantly made me calm down again, and uncertain. I could never stay angry at Mike for long. I'm sorry, I said quietly. I didn't mean it like that, but why can't you just be happy for me? You, Lucas, and Dustin, you've all been in relationships before, and I've always felt so alone because of that. I thought if anyone would be happy for me, it'd be you. Because then you'd know I'd finally gotten over you, and we could go back to being best friends, like we used to be, the way you wanted. I'll be happy for you, Mike finally said, when I know for certain that he's worthy of you. Once again, heat rushed to my face. What? You deserve nothing but the very best, Will. Not just some random guy from a gay bar. You've always been a hopeless romantic, and it honestly hurts to hear you throw that wonderful part of yourself away for some guy. You deserve better. You deserve someone who lets you be yourself. No, not lets you. Someone with whom you can truly be yourself. Someone who would do anything for you. Anything. That's the kind of person you deserve, Will. Moments like these always made me feel like I would never be able to let Mike go. I was just following your advice, I replied quietly. My advice? Yeah, the last time we all played D&D together, you said I'd get used to my new surroundings, even though they'd be so different from the place I knew. You said I'd find acceptance there, remember? Well, I found acceptance, and now you're not happy about it? You don't have to take everything I say so damn seriously. It was a D&D campaign. You take my drawings seriously. I take your stories seriously, especially when they're about me. Okay, but you shouldn't do what I want for you, because if you knew what I actually wanted for you, then what? Nothing. You wouldn't want that. What do you want for me? Don't you want me to find acceptance? Don't you want me to be happy? Of course I do, Will. Your happiness means more to me than my own. My heart did a complete somersault, and for a few seconds I forgot how to breathe. If that's true, then why aren't you happy for me? I am happy for you, okay? I sighed. Now I don't believe you. I could hear Mike smirk through the phone. Sometimes you're seriously such a stubborn little kid. I laughed. Oh, shut up. We both know you're the stubborn one. True, but it felt good to say it to you for once. I burst out laughing. I miss you, Mike, I admitted, deliberately ignoring the wave of guilt that immediately followed. It's only been a week, he teased. I laughed even harder. I miss you too, Will, every single day. I'm sorry for being such an asshole, but I still don't like this Carly guy. Carly? That's what I'm calling him now. But it's important to me that you like him. What? Why? Well, because you have to. If you don't like him, then I won't like him either. Oh great, now I feel terrible. I don't want to stand in the way of your happiness, Will. Well, then you'll just have to meet him if things get serious. You'd do that for me, wouldn't you? I'd do anything for you, Will. My heart slammed so violently against my chest that I thought I might actually die. He's just my Tammy. I heard footsteps coming from the hallway and realized Patrick was about to come back into the room. I quickly wiped the tears from my cheeks with my sleeve. I've got to go, Will, Mike said suddenly, and my heart immediately sank. I hated hanging up on him, even though I was usually the one who ended our calls first, just so I could convince myself a little more that he was nothing more than my Tammy. Okay, but we'll talk tomorrow, right? I asked quickly. You'd better call. Okay, I'll speak to you tomorrow, Mike. I hung up the phone, feeling utterly deflated. Just then, Patrick walked into the room. He must have noticed the look on my face because, without saying a word, he flopped onto my bed beside me and wrapped one arm around my shoulders. We had a bunk bed in our dorm room, and mine was the bottom bunk, so we often used it as a couch whenever we talked, just like we were doing now. "Man, Byers, you look like you haven't slept in 3 days." He wasn't entirely wrong. I still had nightmares about Vecna, 11, and the Upside Down back in Hawkins. But for once, my exhaustion wasn't because of that. It was because I'd been out late last night. "Is it because of that Tammy again?" I stared at Patrick in horror. What exactly did you, hear?" "Relax, Byers. I wasn't eavesdropping or anything, but your laughing woke me up from my nap a couple of times, and I kind of caught bits and pieces." My heart stopped for a few seconds. Damn. "So you're hung up on this Tammy girl and can't let her go." It got me thinking. I simply nodded. Patrick dramatically leaned his head against the wall and stared dreamily into space. He was definitely high again. "You know, when we're infatuated with someone, people always say we've got butterflies in our stomach. But honestly, I think it feels more like a fly." He held up one finger. "A tiny, annoying fly you just can't catch. Eventually, you either swat it, or it flies out the window on its own. Out of your stomach, I guess. You know what I mean?" Yeah, sure. One day you just stop thinking about it, and you even laugh about it. It's gone. Poof." He snapped his fingers. "But before that, man, it drives you insane." He paused for a moment. "You feel all this passion. But passion, Byers," he pointed dramatically at me, "feeds on uncertainty, on chasing something you're terrified of losing. Sometimes before you've even really had it." He laughed softly. "And the worst part, you want to possess it. It was never about the fly itself. You just wanted to own it." He rubbed both hands through his hair. "And the really worst part? It feels so intense that you convince yourself it has to be love. Because how could something that overwhelming be anything else?" His arm started flying through the air as he spoke. "You finally feel seen by someone. You get all the attention you've always wanted from another person. And then you mistake all of that for love. But in actuality, you're scared all the time. Do I look good? Am I saying the right thing? Will they still want me if I dye my hair blonde?" He leaned closer and lowered his voice to a whisper. "And then, Byers, you start becoming the fly. You fly like it. You buzz like it. You let it become part of your life." He sighed. "If only you'd been patient enough to let it fly away on its own. If only you hadn't listened to your insecurities." And just like that, he snapped his fingers dramatically. "Years of your life disappear because of one stupid fly." I frowned. "Where are you going with this, Patrick?" I really wasn't in the mood for one of his philosophical stoner speeches. "Love, Byers," he smiled lazily. "Love feels more like a purring cat in your stomach." I nodded, even though I had absolutely no idea what he was talking about, or why he was talking at all. You know how sometimes you desperately want to pet a cat, but it refuses to come anywhere near you? I nodded again. And then, the moment you stop trying, it suddenly walks right over and curls up next to you. He grinned. Cats can always sense neediness, and people always say love shows up when you least expect it, and when it finally does. When you've been patient, when you stopped listening to your insecurities. Love feels soft, he smiled faintly. Soft like a cat's fur. Another pause. Real love is quiet. It's steady. You don't have to earn it. You don't have to perform to deserve it. You're not constantly afraid of losing it, because it was never built on fear in the first place. His gaze settled on me. Love isn't chaotic like a fly constantly buzzing around your head. He tilted his head. So tell me, buyers, is this Tammy your fly or your purring cat? I didn't answer. Instead, Mike's words echoed through my mind. You only memorized the name so you could impress him next time. Deep down, you still care about comics and science fiction movies. Just accept it. You'll always be a nerd. You shouldn't have to change yourself for anyone. You've always been a romantic, Will. That's who you are, and it honestly hurts hearing you throw that beautiful part of yourself away for some random guy. You deserve someone who lets you be yourself. No, not lets you. Someone with whom you can truly be yourself.
Not So Best Friends on AO3.
The same old now welcome sign, the population getting by. Crossing that county line brings back the good old days. With the same old station on the side of that homegrown two-lane paradise. Watching that midnight sky you don't see in LA. This big world will always change, but the small town will stay the same.